Hi, I'm Betsy Sue Clark. I just wanted to have a chat to you about my work. So my love has always been design, and from a small child I was always sewing and cooking up masterpieces on my machine. But I came into landscape design as a result of an illness that I had, a long-term illness that I had, and going out into the garden and actually constructing the garden and planning all of the planting that I was going to look forward to really helped me get well. So that became something that made doing design for other people very meaningful. When my parents bought their first house when I was 15 or so, that my mother started to create her very first garden, and I noticed that her whole ability to be able to cope changed when she was out with her plants, and she got a lot of joy out of coaxing those plants out of the ground and out of their little tiny pots that she'd propagated them in. So it's something that I then realised I wanted to try and help people like her who needed to find themselves really and find a way to connect with themselves through that amazing peace and stillness that you can get from nature. Because as a small child I'd taken myself off to the big old peppercorn tree down at the creek, and that was where I would just create my own wonderland, really, with stories that came out of the forest. And it always felt very alive and real and magical place for me. Why I do it is, in the midst of all of my landscape design time, I've gone on a whole spiritual journey for myself to find context to my life and understand better why things had happened. And in the process of that, I have learned a lot about how to help other people, and how design and the way that I can bring energy from the universe into landscapes could help that. In finding out as much about the client as I can, and it's way more than just what they think they want in a garden, and that will involve asking them questions and helping them share experiences that help them, that have made them feel loved as children, that have helped them grow, places where they've felt uplifted and free, the things that they want in their life, where they want to go and what they'd really love to achieve that they've never been able to. So we talk about all of those things, and I will collect information and photographs and keep delving around for experiences until I've got enough information that I can really put a whole cloak of who they are over me and walk in their shoes and see the world through their eyes. And when I'm at that point, I'll sit down with all the information I have and a whole heap of tracing paper like this and I just start drawing. And in that process of drawing, I'm asking for help from my guide, my spiritual guide, and it just happens. It just comes through and out my pen, and there's something quite magical, quite remarkable about the things that emerge as a design in the landscape or in the house, that really sets people on fire. And the response is just such a rewarding end to this whole journey for me. So I just adore what I do. I'm very, very fortunate.